I wasn't planning on doing another council meeting update until after the May meeting, but there's a couple of recent developments that thought need to be communicated. Earlier this year, under the leadership of Deb Berkey, a search was initiated for replacement of the Director of Music position. Deb formed a committee consisting of Pastor Travis, Judy Chapman, Roger Dean, and Paul Landecker to conduct a search and interview process, which was completed in late March. Based on the committee's recommendation, covenant agreements were approved at the April council meeting for an organist position and for a separate choir director position. On behalf of council and the search committee, I'm thrilled to announce that these positions have been filled by two outstanding young musicians. Jesse Puglia, who has just completed his junior year at Hope College, will fill the organist position effective May 24th. Thomas McCarthy, who is in the master's program at Western Michigan, will fill the choir director position effective August 17th. There was a very strong consensus among the search committee that Jesse and Thomas are extremely talented musicians and that they will continue the excellent music program that has been a cornerstone of our service throughout Peace's history. On behalf of council and congregation, I want to thank Jerry Jelsima for his 5 years of service as the director of music at Peace Lutheran. Jerry's tenure has been marked by a strong commitment to excellence, an enduring faith in the Lord, and selection of music that enhanced the gospel message. On a more personal note, I just want to express how much respect and admiration I have for Jerry. He's had to fight through the effects of his stroke every minute of every day for these past 12 months. Life has been extremely hard for him, and yet he has maintained his strong faith and his commitment to excellence. He has persevered. We'll have a brunch on May 17th to celebrate Jerry's service to this congregation, and I hope you all can participate in this event. I also want to thank Ruth Baker for so faithfully and wonderfully serving as our organist for these past 12 months. She had initially said she'd do it for like 3 months, and then I went to 6 months, and then I went to 8 or 9 months, and 12 months later she's still here, and we're forever grateful. And I'd be remiss if I didn't also thank the choir for sharing their musical gifts with the church, for their weekly dedication to singing at each service, and for the grace they have extended to others this past year. If I could have a round of applause for all of those. Okay, that was one. The other big thing is, as previously mentioned, Pastor Travis had to switch plans for his sabbatical due to the indefinite closure of Holden Village. The sabbatical is now fully defined and will start on June 7th. He returned from sabbatical on Tuesday, September 1st. Pastor will spend the first month of his sabbatical in a service capacity at Koinonia Farm in southern Georgia. Koinonia Farm is a Christian village that offers the same sense of community and service as Holden Village. After returning from Koinonia Farm in early July, he will be taking a train from Chicago to Seattle, where he meet with his family and spend 8 days in the Seattle area as originally planned. He will then spend the rest of his sabbatical at home for family Sabbath rest in addition to writing and creative work. Supply pastors during the sabbatical period have been identified and are scheduled, and we'll have a sabbatical send-off brunch on May 31st, which will be Pastor's last service prior to his sabbatical. During the sabbatical period, we'll be having some small group renewal activities which are still being defined. If anyone has any thoughts or suggestions on this, please let me know. Just a couple of rules for the sabbatical period. Please do not contact Pastor Travis or his family during the sabbatical. As Pastor has noted, he will be in town for much of July and all August, so if you see him, you don't have to run away, but please keep any church-related topics to yourself. And I say this only half-jokingly, please don't let anything bad happen to you this summer. However, realizing the impossibility of this request, please contact Christy in the church office if there is a death, hospitalization, or anything else that may require pastoral care. If Christy is not available, feel free to reach out to either Deb Berkey or myself. Pastor Wayne Schurrier is our primary pastoral contact during the sabbatical period and is available for pastoral care as needed. And please, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns related to pastor sabbatical, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay, that was a lot, but I got a couple other things I got to cover. In early April, 6 volunteers from Peace joined with 7 volunteers from the Church of Epiphany to make soup for those in need of a small meal. As a result of that gathering, we have 18 containers of frozen chicken vegetable soup and 6 containers of vegetarian vegetable soup in the church's freezer. Each container has about 2 servings. If you are sick or in recovery, need a small meal, feel free to help yourself to the soup or contact someone from the congregational care crew for delivery. Led by Maureen Savage, planning for the 125th anniversary celebration is in progress. The event's scheduled for October 25th from 2 p.m. till 5 here at the church. The event will start with some guest speakers and follow with an open house gathering and hors d'oeuvres. We're currently working on how best to reach out with invitations to past members. Just a reminder that Nadine Stacks is leading a rummage sale for the week after Memorial Day. She's in need of help with the sale, and there's a volunteer sign-up sheet at the usher's table in the back. It's a great opportunity to either increase or decrease your inventory of household goods that you either do or do not need. Take advantage. We'll have our church workday on Saturday, May 16th. Although the primary activity will be to plant flowers and spread mulch in the memorial garden, there may be a few other tasks we want to tackle, so please put that on your calendar. And lastly, I just want to thank Deb Berkey for all she did in leading the search, forming the committee, conducting the interview process, and developing the necessary contractual documents for our new organist and choir director. I asked Deb back in January if she'd be willing to lead this search effort. She was in Florida at the time, and it would have been very easy for her to say no. But she didn't, and I'm very grateful for that. Music is such a critical element of our service, and we've been blessed to have such great musicians support this program. And due to Deb's efforts, we are now in a position to continue that level of excellence. And can I please have a round of applause for Deb? That's it. Thanks.